Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I just realized I didn't have my mic plugged in. Give me a second.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today.
Yes, and we're doing our giveaway today, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to start the night off with that so we can...
Yeah. Stacy, you do it, girl.
Yeah, make them watch till the end. No, I'm kidding.
You guys will be here to the very... No. So as most of you know, we did a giveaway at 300 subs. And we just said that tonight would be the night that we would pick a winner. And the winner is Josh J. Cox.
Yay.
Oh, I'm muted. Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah,
No, you're just quiet.
Yeah. I can't believe Josh won. And that was not even rigged. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Congrats, Josh. I'm so happy for you. I really am. And I will contact you. You can tell us what you want. You know how to reach me.
Well, get with us because I know there's a little bit difference on what I'm allowed to order in the UK. So,
oh, that's true too. I forgot.
Very true.
Get with me and we'll see what I know for sure that we have cat ears, but we might not have as many options.
Yeah. Well, I can always ship over if the cat ears aren't the option and he wants some of the other stuff. You know, we can always ship that over too. So, Jackie's counting tips. So how's
okay, not so bad. I did get $1 tip from a table it was like a $60 bill. I got $1 tip. And they were like, you did such a great job. You're the best waitress. You left me $1 tip. Okay. I see how it is.
You just got to hope that karma exists for people like that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, another table left me a $20 tip, and their bill was nowhere near that. So,
there you go.
You know, karma comes around, and it does
whatever. It was always my experience, too. It would be the tables that you wouldn't be sure if you'd get a tip that would tip you the best.
Yep.
And the ones that look like they could afford to tip you that are like the ones that'll leave you like $2.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Hell yeah, get that paper. I'm getting that paper.
It's going to make me sound like a bad person, but Sundays are the worst day to work.
It depends.
No, you're right. I agree with you 100% on that. And I don't work in a business where there's tips. But when I was working in the field, let me tell you, I hated Sundays because for some reason, everybody on Sunday was like trying to barter with us. We're like, listen, prices are prices. Like this isn't a flea market, you know, but
you're like, I saw the building you just left, sir. It's like, what are you doing?
I have some lady. So we do like an early bird special for lunch. And it's like till 3:00. And she came in today and it was 4:15 and she was trying to get this early bird special. And I'm like, I can't do that. So she went over to the owner, who just so happened to be there, and complained that I wouldn't give her the early bird special. It's till 3:00. It's 4:15. Like, I didn't even give you that menu.
This is how people are. We've already gotten into a rant and we're not even started yet because people allow us to have rants because people are dumb. Hey, I saw in the chat that Truffle's on Discord now.
Ooh, Truffle! Yes.
Welcome.
Are you on our Discord or do you need our Discord? Because we'll send you the link. Let us know. I'll be happy to send you the link, honey. You'll have a great time on our Discord. We have a lot of fun over there. We talk on the voice chat all night long. Me and Josh actually talked till, 7 a.m. the other day. And then last night we talked till like 4 a.m. So we have a lot of fun.
People talk on the voice chat all the time on Discord. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, you don't talk to me very much either. I'm sorry.
It happens.
I don't, I just, I can't stay up till 7 a.m. So.
Well, when I get out of work and it's like 1:32 and I'm not tired, my adrenaline is still pumping.
Yeah, your hours are different. So
yeah.
And that's funny because Josh's hours are different because he's 5 hours ahead of us. So
yeah, so it was 7 a.m. for me. It was 11 a.m. for him. And I'm like, how do you go to bed with the sun in your eye? Like, I still can't do that. I'm still getting up. Even though I went to bed at 7, I still got up at 10 a.m. It's like, no matter what, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying the link, but it's not working. Snoop, can you help Truffle out with the link?
Hey, so let's say hey to everyone. We got a lot of people here. We got Suzanne Nicole, I see Cindy Lou, I see Cooch, I see Chronically, I see Night Runner, I see Josh. Yeah, Josh, congrats.
So,
Advent, Charlotte.
Truffle, I'm going to send you the link directly to you here in just a second.
We got Jesse, we got JJ, we got Snoop, we got Tina, Truffle, of course. We got everybody here tonight. I'm so happy to see you all.
Who did we miss anybody?
I'm going up and let's see. Oh, Cher, of course, Cher. Can't forget my Cher. And Word Puzzler.
Chronically Intrigued.
Yes, Elizabeth and Caddy. Oh, my Caddy, my groupie. She's my groupie that I never met until that comment that day, which I'm so happy to know you now. Screw them.
Welcome, Caddy. Welcome to the dark side.
Right?
The rest of us.
Dark Magician. Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of people here tonight. So thanks for coming, everybody. Keep on
we got a full house. And Flutterbear. Oh, I like your name. Flutterbear. That's a nice name. Happy middle finger of the week.
I think that right now, just anymore, it just feels like every day is the middle finger of the week.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Every day is a middle finger to someone.
It really is.
Yes.
Something. Thank you, Jesse, for the glasses. These are Amazon, very expensive, $20 for 3 pair of
blue light lenses.
Blocker. Blue light. Don't actually wear glasses, people. These are blue light lenses because I stare at computer screens all day long. And then
they look great.
I have the same. I'm pretty sure the same exact ones from Amazon. There were 3. I have one was black, one was tortoise.
Yep, tortoise. Yeah.
Yes, and then one pair looks like that. So I think that we actually own the same one of those and didn't even know it.
That's because you're twins. You guys really think alike all the time, and it's like sending the brain functions to each other and didn't even realize it.
Like there's no way that we're somehow related.
Like maybe I do need to do one of those 23andMe's.
You might have to.
Should both do it. And it's like, you have a sister named Stacy that lives in Arkansas.
Right?
Your long lost sister. I hope everyone had a good day.
Truffle, you're there. You've landed if you've seen Mary Jane is for Lovers. That is one of the channels. Yes, that's on the Discord, one of the channels.
That is one of the many.
Many. Like there's hella rooms up in there, right? Like how many rooms? 40 something? Probably.
Yeah, we love to talk about everything, so we just decided to put topics for everything. We got a lot.
The only problem is
new ones.
Yeah, we got a couple new ones this week. Yeah.
The only problem is that sometimes you have something and you're like, but which room would be most relevant? Because this is funny, but it's also a picture.
Right.
But it's a funny picture.
I did that the other day because I forgot we had a Bailey Sarian room where we celebrated the Great Bailey. and I posted something of hers in like lovely YouTuber room or something like that. It was like totally relevant to the room that I posted it in, but then someone else posted the same thing in the Bailey room because they didn't even see it in the other room. And I'm like, oh, Bailey room. Duh. I forgot.
We have 53 rooms.
53.
Yep.
Holy moly. Well, we have a new one called Green Thumb. Love
Tina,
that.
were you super surprised with your results? You said you did the 23andMe.
Oh.
I want to do the 23andMe because I would like to know. I know my dad's father is or was adopted, so we really don't know much about his background. And then I know my mom's whole background because they're all Italian. Every single one of them. My grandmother, my grandfather, their whole family, they're all Italian. So I know I'm at least
you took it though and found out that one of you was Sicilian?
Well, I know I have Sicilian in me because my brother has the red goatee with the dark brown hair. So that's.
I was just making a Goodfellas joke. That's the most I know about it. I know you can't be a made man.
You got it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope everyone had a great week. It's been, I hate to say it, since last week, they really haven't stopped, but we've all kind of really not moved on, but it's like, who really cares anymore? They're just going to keep going, keep talking their shit. That's fine.
Yeah.
Stay over there, do your thing. We don't give a fuck. We don't. I don't.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that because I'm not speaking on it again.
Nope. And I really don't care. The next time I speak on it will be the video, and he thinks this is going to be like the end all be all of him. It's just going to put everything in order and show everything in order and how it all went down in what is going on. I mean, that's pretty much the video. And yesterday's video, he was like, you can't use any of this video. It's like, do you know anything about fair use? Do you know anything about YouTube? Clearly, I can use your stuff. So if that's what you want, that's fine. You can scream it all you want. It'll be in the video too.
I just don't, like Stacy said, I just.
Yeah. I don't have a comment.
Yeah. The more engagement we give someone, the more we're opening up a can of worms for ourselves. And, I don't watch people's channels that I don't like. And that's where I leave it.
Yeah.
If you don't like someone, don't go to their channel and watch them. Don't engage with them. If I don't like you, you don't have to come here. If you don't like Sunshinery, guess what? You don't have to come here. I'm sorry. I love all of our subs and I want us to have more and I want this to be successful. But I don't need hate watchers, I guess. And I don't care about.
And we're not interesting enough to be hate watched. Like,
well, no.
We're never that insightful.
We are not honey badgers like Katie
Hey,
Joy.
PJ.
Yeah. Like it's, my volume is super low. Is that true? Can you guys hear me okay?
It's a little low, yeah.
Is that better?
That's better, yep.
Okay, I turned it up, but super loud in my ear. Yeah, we're not that interesting to have hate watchers, and I just want to stay in my lane and do my own stuff and not care about the rest of it and not engage because I'm a grown-up and grown-ups don't do that. So
yep. Do what you want to do, and you know what? Just leave my name out of it. But I am doing the video.
It's different about like if you're going to watch someone who's actually famous too and going and making it like you're drawing more attention to someone who's not any more famous than anybody else. Like it'd be one thing like, yeah, I go listen to news about Jake Paul and I'll admit I don't particularly care for Jake Paul.
Right.
But he's actually famous and is relevant to a news article.
Yep.
Well,
And
yeah.
we like to do those recaps as well, so everybody else knows.
Yeah, and I'm 100% gonna pay $50 to watch the Logan Paul Mayweather fight.
Hell yeah.
And because he's famous and it's Mayweather, and I can't wait to see him. I
And
can't wait to see.
I
Mayweather
really
take Logan.
want somebody to take one of these Paul brothers down.
Me too. But
Do
they're
it for the
famous
sea
people.
turtles.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the point. They are famous. Like, I hate watch Katie Joy. I don't want to say hate watch because I don't hate people all that often. You got to do some real stuff to me.
It's dislike watch. You just watch to make fun of her.
I love watching a good dumpster fire.
Yep.
And that's Katie Joy all the way. She's always inserting foot into her mouth. She's always getting herself into trouble. And sometimes it's fun to watch, and sometimes I get really bored of it, and I'm like, God, this lady, like, someone needs to get her off of the internet. And so sometimes I'm like, I'm done, I don't want to watch her at all. But when it comes to little YouTubers like us and people who have 1,000 subs, I'm not going to go and argue with someone who doesn't have the same opinion as me, because guess what? They have a right to their opinion, whether it be vile and disgusting or not. They have a right to it. And who am I to tell them that they can't have that opinion? I'm no one. So
Hannah's here too. Hey, Hannah.
Hey, Hannah.
I know, exactly.
That's them. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that.
Yep. And I'm working on the video. It'll be out shortly. I'm working, so when I'm not working, that's what I'm doing. And he's just giving me more stuff to add to it. And I'll let you guys know when it's very close to being done and when it will be premiering. Do not worry about that. So that's all I got to say on the situation. Don't really care.
And I'm not working on a video on him because I already decided he does not bring me joy.
That's right.
It doesn't bring me joy, but I want to put everything in order to I get it. But I want to put everything in order to show, like we did kind of with BX. I want to show who he is, what he's about, and how this all starts from him every single time. It's never anybody else. It's never Charlotte. It's never us. It's never Words Have Power. We'll stop talking about him. We won't say a word. And then all of a sudden, he starts talking about us again. It's a never-ending cycle with him, and it will always be a never-ending cycle. And I'm just going to show everybody so that way they have a great idea of who he is, what he's about, and what they will get if they do want to watch him, and what they'll get if they watch us. So, hey, that Amber chick. Hello. We got all the good ladies up in here, and gentlemen too, and gentlemen.
So speaking of Pride Month starting, did you guys happen to see that Twitter thing that I shared in the Discord?
About James Charles?
No. Do you know who Corey Forrester is?
No.
I don't.
They traveled around their comedy. They're stand-up comedians, and they were in like the Liberal Redneck, and him and another guy.
Oh, okay.
And they're just super Southern, but they're super liberal, and it's just like their whole shtick is that people are like, "There's no way you're liberal. Listen to how you talk."
Yeah.
Well, he wrote a little a cappella song and posted it to Twitter. And I was going to ask you guys if you would be okay with me playing it. It does have a few cuss words in it.
I would love to hear it. Happy Pride, everyone.
Yes, happy Pride.
Welcome to Pride Month. Very excited about that. So, does anyone have any plans? Ooh.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it if you guys are going to come visit me down in Orlando.
Yes. All right, you guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
Hello, for Pride, I wrote a country song. This is dedicated to all the people who say that there is a gay agenda and that homosexuals are trying to force their lifestyle on us. It's called It's All Right to Be Gay. And I don't play guitar, so it's an a cappella country song. Here we go. You don't want to be gay, then just don't be gay. No one's holding a gun to your head. You don't have to suck dick. You don't have to fuck Rick. You can just have a cold beer instead. Some people like it, and that's not their fault. It's just that they were born this way. So when you start to get mad and sound just like your dad, just remember you don't have to be gay. Oh, it's not a choice, and love is still love, no matter what some dumb fucks say. And Joe Biden ain't forcing you to suck on a wiener at the end of your long, hard work day. Oh, it's all right to be gay. It's all right to be gay.
Oh my God.
That
Love
was
it.
fantastic.
So
Oh
I've
my
seen
God.
them live like 3 times now. They are the funniest guys. I swear. I even made my super Republican mom come with me, and she died laughing at their show.
Oh my God. I love it. And I don't really like country at all. And I loved it. I loved it. Oh,
Corey
good one. I'm
Forrester,
glad you found that. That was great, Stace.
he is
That was great.
hilarious, and his Twitter is even funnier because he dresses up as a WWF world champion from back in the day, and he I don't know, he yells at his phone while he's doing it. He
Oh
calls
my
himself
God.
the Buttercream Dream on Twitter.
I have to.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm definitely going to have to look him up and add him, and we will definitely link it in the description later. For sure. It will be there. So what's everyone been up to? What do they got to rant about? Oh my gosh.
It's hard to
Well-
rant after that because that was so
I
fun.
know.
Right. That was the rant. Good night.
Good night.
You know, if it's not about coffee, I've actually had a pretty good week. So I don't know that I have a whole ton of stuff to. I mean, I can always rant about stupid people, but you know, just give me a topic and I'll go off. Yeah, I do have one rant about stupid people, and that's stupid people who use terms that they don't know the definition of loosely, and they think that they're intelligent.
I
And,
love that one.
you know, that's my rant. Like, don't be a stupid person.
Hate when people do that. Or like they look up the definition and they still don't use it properly.
You know, my favorite thing about that is that if I am even slightly unsure or second guess myself, I will rewrite a whole sentence to use a different word that I am 100% confident in.
Yep.
That there are people out there that will just be like, I am so smart, I am using this here, and they hit enter like that. I want to have that kind of confidence one day. So I hate them, but I'm also jealous.
I'm with you.
I don't have anxiety about it. Jealous because it's like, what's it like to live on cloud 9 and just be confident in whatever it is coming out of your mouth?
Because that's something that would keep me up at night for weeks. I would just keep thinking, remember you did that? Especially once I found out. Oh my goodness, if someone pointed it out to me, I would probably not, if I did that in the Discord and somebody pointed it out publicly, I probably wouldn't type anything for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I feel I mean, and look, I know that people get things wrong every once in a while, and there's a lot of phrases and sayings and things that people get wrong, like irregardless, not a word. It's not a word. Just say regardless. The ear in front of it doesn't exist. Did we lose Stacy for a minute?
Maybe.
But then, but then there's things like my husband says this all the time, and it makes me insane. He says, I could care less.
I was fixing to say, I love people that could care less.
And I'm like, you could care less, because the phrase is, I could not care less, because there's no less for me to care.
Yeah, because if I could care less, then that means I care.
That's right. And he always says that. And he's like, I could care less. And I'm like, could you? Could you really? Can you please stop saying that? Because divorce papers are on the way. And I couldn't care less. Like, stop it. So just kidding about the divorce papers. But he really, it drives me insane whenever people say stuff like that. I'm like, please stop. Please don't do that. Please use correct terms.
But don't think that if we ever do actually get divorced, I won't include that in the irreconcilable differences.
That's right.
I make up my own words all the time, so I can't really speak. But when it comes to a meaning of a word, if I don't know the meaning, I will look it up and look up the synonyms, what is similar to that word, to get an idea of the meaning and all of that. But I'm not going to use it incorrectly. I would find a different word if I really didn't know what that word meant and I couldn't figure it out.
Well, I think that there's words that I would probably use too that I may have a loose understanding of what the actual word means, but my real rant, because English is hard. And we all have these moments where we say things or we type things. Hello, AZ. Welcome.
Hey, AZ.
Hey.
And we use the word wrong. But when people put their whole chest behind a word or a phrase,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, really? Did you really mean that? Did you really say that? Like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to go there with this? Because I will tear you down. Especially if they're saying something about me, one of my friends on Sunshinery, and that's happening. Like, there's some really stupid words being used out there. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that you understand what that is, but okay. All right.
Yeah.
You just put your whole chest behind it, buddy. Good. Good for you.
Yeah.
And the one time I did say something wrong, Preston doesn't let me live down to this day.
What's that?
I'm sure.
Because I was 100% sure those horses on the beer commercial were called clandestine horses. One day, you could not convince me. I was like, no, and so I kept saying that they were clandestine horses, and he would just laugh and not say anything. And eventually he's like, Stacy, are you talking about the Clydesdale horses?
Yes.
But he let me say it 3 or 4 times before he told me. Luckily, it was just me and him in the room.
Yeah.
But to this day, he'll look at me every time we see one, and he's like, aren't those clandestine horses just so pretty?
That, I would do that too. And you would do that to Preston too.
Well, and that is why I bought a Bluetooth speaker light bulb for his office and played little kids laughing and ghost noises through it for 2 weeks.
Which I love
Poor
that
Preston.
too. That's so fun. I wish I could do that to my husband. I wish I could do that to Chris. But he and I actually got into a fight once because he was helping our daughter with her math homework. And the question was 14 minus 5. And he was saying, he was saying takeaway instead of minus. And he was like, 5 take away 14 is 9. And I was like, no, it's not. And he's like, yes, it is. 5 take away 14 is 9. And I was like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And he's like, look. And it says 14 minus 5. And I was like, yes, 14 minus 5 is 9. 5 minus 14 is negative 9. There's a difference. I was like, don't you understand what a number line is? Where did you go to school at all? You're in your 50s and you're trying to tell our kid that 5 take away 14 is 9. And I'm going to slap you if you continue to say it. I was like, you're not serious right now, are you? And he was like, yes, it is.
Aww.
It was
So,
really funny.
I was reading Advent's comment. A girl at work called herself telepathodetic at work the other day. And see, when people do stuff like that, it makes me I'm never sure. Like, should I look that up to see if that is a new thing? And I just haven't heard about it because there's always so many different, like, these people can cure your aura with these plants if you plant them to the east of this kind of tree. And I'm just like, maybe that's what they're called now. I need to look that up before I laugh.
Right?
That's so funny. Yes, Truffle, I do the budgeting. Actually, I pay all the bills. I am the keeper of all of the math things in the house. Very, very important. But yeah, you know what? I would do that too. I've heard a couple people say things like psychotic instead of psychic, which I think is hilarious.
Yep.
So, and then people like to use the words like empathy and sympathy as the same thing, and they totally don't get it. And then I actually had to argue with this person about the definition of a verb. Yep.
Really?
Yes. A verb versus an adjective. I actually had to make this argument. I was like, no, you're not, I can't believe you're saying this right now.
Oh my God, really? I mean, come on.
Yep.
That's like asking what a noun is. Like,
He didn't
a person, place, or thing.
Nope, he's old enough to have an abacus for real. My husband's 12 years older than me.
Oh my God.
So I hope he's not watching right now. Sorry, honey, love you.
Sorry. No. Well, I just found out too that I thought I was going to have 2 more days before Jake got back, but he's coming home tonight, guys. It's going to rain, so he can't pave in the rain, so he's coming home tonight. Boo! Wanted 2 more days off.
You're like, more absence makes the heart.
Damn!
You need more absence than this. Yeah, that's funny.
No. I'm happy he's coming home, but it was nice. It was nice and peaceful, and the cat had no one else to bother, I guess. So maybe it's a good thing he's coming home so she can go bother him. Please go away.
That's what one of my friends was talking about. Her husband is taking paternity leave for the entire time that she's on maternity leave. And I was like, oh, why?
Man,
like the entire time. Because I feel like at some point I would be like, Preston, if you don't go back to work and get out of my face.
Yes.
And I love Preston. I love Preston a lot, but I feel like,
well, if he's going to be on
us not
maternity
seeing
leave
each
with
other
you,
24/7
you better
is
change all those
healthy.
diapers.
They don't, though. That's the thing. Like, I get what Stacey's saying about, because another similar thing, it's not even similar, it's exactly the same about me and Stacey, is our husbands are off on the same days every week. And so we're off, and Stacey and I are off on the same days. We're off on Saturdays and Sundays. So the only day that we get to spend with our husband during the week is Sunday. That's it. And in both of our lives. So I get it. Like, because I'm so used to only seeing my husband unless we're passing and it's, going to bed, whatever, is this one day a week. To spend an entire month or 2 with him, I would probably need some medication. Like, and my husband did take paternity leave with our second child. And he took a month off and I took 6 weeks. So it was nice to have the 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
He went back and it was just me and the baby for 2 weeks. But yeah, like, you get sick of people when you're around them all the time. That's why I don't understand homeschool kids. Like, I don't understand homeschool families, homeschool kids, all that. I'm like, you need fresh air, get out of the house. You're all going to become murderers. I don't understand how you can all be together all the time.
That's what my mom would always say. Like, not only would I never homeschool my kids, she's like, but I have so much respect for the stay-at-home moms. She's like, because there's no way. She's like, I go to work because I love you guys. And I don't want to end up a news story.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, people who stay at home with you
It takes
always
a
wonder.
patience like I just couldn't even begin.
No, I know. Well, that's what I mean. That's the thing. You always wonder, like, why are all these moms on TikTok and Facebook and wherever, and they're always drinking? And I'm like, because they don't have time away from their children. They day drink once their children are old enough to be in school, because that's the only time that they are not responsible for their children. They don't have a break. Like
Yep.
I'm in a hotel room, as you can see. I have a couple of days a week where I'm not with my kids and my husband, and because I travel with work.
Lucky. That's lucky, girl.
Right. Like it's good and it's bad. I miss my kids.
Yeah.
I'm used to not seeing my husband, so that's not a big deal. But I absolutely cannot imagine, like, we were closed down. So last year during quarantine, there were 9 weeks where I did not leave my house at all. And we were terrified to leave our houses, obviously. But
Yep.
my company shut their doors. We all went home, worked from home, whatever. And then, so the kids were home too because there was no school. So it was me and the kids in the house all day, every day for 9 straight weeks.
Oh
And
my
had
God.
my husband had to work from home, I'm telling you, like, I would have probably been in jail right now. But he works, he works for the post office, so they continue to go to work. He was an essential worker.
And
So
the dark magician, I could not imagine those spouses who work together. That's an ouch for sure. I don't know how they do it.
Preston and I did work together because that's where we met. And we worked
How
together
did
for
you do that?
we worked together for like 3.5 years.
Okay.
And I loved it. I enjoyed the crap out. He hated it because I got away with everything. If I didn't feel like doing something, he worked the shift right. Like he came on a few hours after me and got off a few hours later. So I would just let him do it.
Yeah.
Like if it was my turn to like clean up the front end or whatever, and he was working in the back, I would just let him clean the whole store because he would do it.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll admit that.
it works.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But you know what? I was a super cute teenager, and so I could get away with that back then.
That's true. Oh yes, that's a long time ago. Teenager. Wow, girl, you guys have been together for a long time.
Yeah, haven't you and Preston been together for like 15 or 16 years now?
Yeah, we've been together since 2003.
Wow.
So 18 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were sophomore, junior in high school?
I was a junior, but it was in between like junior and senior year when we started dating.
Okay. Yep. There you go.
A lot of people meet their spouses at work. It's a pretty common thing. Where else are you? You spend 40, 50 hours of your life in a place. Sometimes
That's true. That's true.
You
I met mine through my ex-boyfriend.
That happens a lot too,
Yep. He was friends with, so my ex-boyfriend's friends that ended up not staying his friend and became my friend after we broke up were Jake's friends as well. And we're still really good friends with Dave and Justin. And I love those two brothers. And if it wasn't for him coming over and hanging out that day, then we probably wouldn't have gotten together. And it's weird because so he went to a high school where like I used to go to his high school for different rock shows and concerts that they used to have. And we could have met so many other times when we were younger, and we didn't. And we were probably in the same concert hall at the same time and talking to the same people and didn't even realize it. So life works in magical ways.
It does. I met my husband at a 5K. We're both runners.
There you go.
So, yeah, we were running a 5K, which was like a click. It's a 3-mile run, and
yeah,
he he was like running next to me, and I couldn't tell if he was trying to keep up with me or if he was slowing down to be next to me. I couldn't figure it out. He was trying to keep up, for the record. But at the moment, I was like, "What's this guy doing?" And so then he starts talking to me. And if you've ever tried to talk while running, it's not easy. And so you're like out of breath and going, "Hi, I'm Chris," Like, who are you? I'm running. Go away. And he was like, let's get coffee after, and he doesn't even drink coffee. And I'm like, why?
Wow.
But of course I didn't know that at the time. And I was like, no, thank
Yeah.
you. Bye. And after the race, he was like talking to me and he was like, please, seriously, like nothing serious. He's like, I don't even drink coffee, but there's a Starbucks right there. You like coffee, right? Everybody likes coffee. So I was like,
Hey,
okay,
dear Yvette.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, look who's here, dear Vet. Yeah.
Hello. Welcome.
So he doesn't drink coffee, but you guys still went for coffee, though.
We did, and it was, that was kind of the end of that. Like, we were married a year later. So, Night Runner wants to know what's with the clothespins. So it is part of the shirt.
Oh, I love it.
It's Trisha's band. Trisha paid us.
I love the Sad Boy. I did not know you got some of the merchandise. I'm so jealous.
It's the Sad Boy shirt.
Ooh, I love it.
It's the tank top. It's like it's big, so it's kind of bothering me.
I love it.
I keep adjusting it and moving around in my seat, but I thought it would be cute to wear tonight on
It's
stream.
very cute.
She does such a great job of just making it feel like 2005 every time.
Yes, she does.
I'm such a fan of Sad Boy, and I love all the music. And she has a new song that just came out, and honestly, it's a banger. So go listen to it after the stream, of course.
Well, remember when we first went and listened to like the first song she released, and we were prepared to hate it.
Yes.
And we went and listened to it, and we were like, so don't tell anyone, but I kind of dig this.
Yes. Like, this slaps. Why does this slap? And yeah, so it was really good. Absolutely love Sad Boy. So great band. And her newest song is, you can tell that it's very much an ode to her favorite band. What's the name of them?
Which one?
Help me.
Are you talking about The Used or?
No, her favorite band is
I know what you're thinking.
And anyway, she tries to be the lead singer. Like, she does that very over the top. And I can't think of their names right now.
Why can't I think of their name? I know it's like on the tip of my tongue too. I know which one you're talking about. Not Panic at the Disco.
No, it's not Panic at the Disco, but it's My Chemical Romance.
Yes. Exactly.
So she tries to be
Sorry, guys.
like the newest. In the newest video, you can tell she's like, this is an homage to My Chemical Romance with the way that she's singing and like the way she's moving her face, and I can't explain it. If you know who My Chemical Romance is, go watch one of their videos, and then
if you've ever been in the music room with either Kim and I, you've probably heard a few My Chemical Romance songs, because my playlist definitely includes that.
Yep. Well, we all listen to the same music, and I love when you guys listen to music, because all your music that you listen to in the Discord, I don't mind. I love it all too. And I love the Used too, Bambi. I love them. They're one of my favorite. You got to listen to the live at the, I forgot which theater it is. They have a whole album of it. It's on their YouTube page. And that was really, really good with the Used. I will give them that.
And then at 9:00, I think that T-Spiracy has a premiere.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what we need is we need a Sunshinery playlist.
Yes,
It
we
would be lots of
do.
fun. It would have My Chemical Romance in it, but it would also
Yeah.
have Britney Spears. Just forewarn.
It would.
And every now and then I like to play Wannabe.
If you, oh my God. I was singing some crazy songs at work today. We had the Backstreet Boys on today. That was one of them. I was singing Backstreet Boys.
Yep. And what else? We play a lot of early 2000s, a lot of 90s in the playlist in the music room. Love some like Gin Blossoms.
Yeah.
Who else is super great to us? The entire playlist from Empire Records.
Yes.
And I also shared Dear Yvette Says a Friends song with y'all in the Discord, Blue Cadillac by Azuri Flame featuring Mustafa Captain, Soul Sister. That is also on the playlist, and I have played it.
Yes.
Spice Girls, Pink. Yes, Josh.
Pink's a good
but
one.
Then I also love Phil Collins, Metallica. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Metallica is one of my favorite bands. Favorite. Queen, of course. Of course. I love Queen. We have a variety of music that we all like, and that's like what I enjoy about everyone loves everything, and we can come together and like it all together, and it's great. So Green Day, yes, Green Day, of course. And Blink-182, heck yeah.
So like Green Day is one of my favorite bands.
Yep.
And I have
You're
to
Green
watch
Day
myself.
And I'm Blink-182.
Because if I start taking over the music room, I'm like, okay, you've already played one Green Day song, Stacy. So play 5 other songs before you try to play another Green Day song.
That's me with Sublime. You guys
Sublime,
know.
yes.
I'll go through like the entire 40 Ounces to Freedom album in the playroom. And I'm like, okay, I've already played all of my favorite Sublime songs in a row. And then I threw in a Britney Spears. And then now I'm going to play Smoke 2 Joints again. I just keep playing it over and over. So The Police is a good band. Sting is great.
And Bambi, it's the used live and acoustic at the Palace. It's on their YouTube page, and there's 11 songs on that playlist. It's a really, really good playlist from the used. You'll like it.
Leanne, NKOTB. Did you ever go to any of their concerts? We must be the same age.
Oh my gosh.
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block.
Jordan Knight was.
Heck yes.
Oh, someone said something on Twitter about a concert coming up that's going to be Garbage, Liz Phair, and somebody else. And I was like, it's like if teenager me had been given the option to put together a concert. Alanis Morissette, Garbage, and Liz Phair.
Oh my God. I've seen Garbage in concert.
Garbage is good in concert.
Oh, I love Norah Jones.
Very good.
Yeah.
I love Norah Jones too. Cooch is singing. She's singing Sublime in the chat.
Heck yeah.
I love Garbage. I loved seeing her in concert. She was great. And then she came out singing a Spice Girls song whenever I saw her in concert, because she's got that bright red hair and the accent. So she immediately it was really funny.
Speaking of songs, we have Miss Gabby Hanna's new song, which is originally by Alanis Morissette. And that was a whole big ordeal this week, because when she debuted it, she didn't put cover by Alanis Morissette. She just put the song, and then people went after her, and she finally changed it to say cover by Alanis Morissette. Like, how can you do that?
What song?
I forgot. It's I'll tell you. Give me 1 second.
But if she paid for the license to redo it, usually you won't see them put cover when they do that. You see cover when it's someone like me turning on my camera, and I'm like, this is a cover and clearly not copyrighted, which I promise I would never do to y'all. But
yeah.
Yeah. Well. Oh, you ought to know. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Josh?
you ought to know. Yep.
Okay. So Gabby's saying that.
She
I can
uses
see
a
that.
voice tuner too, though. I love Alanis Morissette's better.
I'm just saying, like, think about how many songs like you'll listen to and you'll love, and then you'll find out, like, oh, well, this was originally sang by this band back in like, you don't. If you pay to license a song, I don't think you have to put the word cover in it.
Let me tell you how blown away my friends were whenever Sublime came out with Scarlet Begonias. And I was like, guys, this is a Grateful Dead song. No, it's not. This is a Sublime song. And I'm like, no, friend, it's a Grateful Dead song. It's called Scarlet Begonias. Are you crazy? And people just absolutely could not believe it. So you're right. Like, they never put that it was a cover for the Dead. Like, it was just, everyone thought it was an original Sublime song. So yeah, I get it. But and everyone uses Autotune too. So I don't really fault Gabby for that one. Like, Brittany used Autotune. They all do.
Trisha.
Yeah.
Trisha definitely uses Autotune. Even though she's
her lyrics are catchy as hell, though.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, listen, I can't sing as good as any of them. So, is it as well as any of them? Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
who wouldn't be down with the presidents of the United States of America? They're going to give peaches to everyone.
And Dear Yvette, I saw Lenny Kravitz before COVID. That was a concert. I'm trying to think. It was before COVID. I went and saw it.
I saw Guns N' Roses.
Yep. Yeah. I just recently went to Government Mule and Ann Wilson from Heart, and that was a great concert.
Oh, and I've seen Joan Jett 3 times.
Joan Jett's amazing live. Oh my God, she's
amazing live. The queen of all queens.
I was sitting there like refreshing for the tickets, so I had I bought like 5 seats for 2 of us to go. Front row center, because I'm that a-hole.
That is so
T-Pain's Auto-Tune, though, I do. I like T-Pain's Auto-Tune. Now, Gabby Hanna's Auto-Tune to the Alanis Morissette, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not. I kind of think it sounds worse with it, to be honest. But that's just me. I mean... And then she goes crazy in the video. She just doesn't stop moving. I'm crazy. Yeah.
Gabby?
No, the whole video. She doesn't stop moving one time. And it's set in the desert, like Alanis' video. And it's, she really did a number copying it. But hey, that's what she wants.
Well, and see, that's crazy too, to copy the video, the chicks. We won't call them the Dixie Chicks. The Chicks did Landslide, which I actually like better than the Fleetwood Mac version of Landslide. Here. Nothing against Fleetwood Mac. They are amazing.
Yeah, no.
But, the Chicks version of Landslide was better. And if the video had been the same, well, I don't even think Fleetwood Mac made a video back then. But anyway, point is you don't copy it that much. That's crazy. And Advent, Hootie and the Blowfish, 100% on the playlist.
Yes, Hootie and the Blowfish is good. And yes, Snoop did make me listen or watch T-Pain without Auto-Tune, and let me tell you guys, he is very impressive without Auto-Tune. So he's just very multi-talented with and without the Auto-Tune. You gotta check it out. It's amazing.
And, I was more, offended. I was less offended by the Auto-Tune than I was when I watched that YouTube video, 4 Chords of Axis or whatever, 4 Chords of Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Axis of Awesome, 4 chords. That's what it was. and like you sit there and they're sitting there playing the same 3 chords, and it's like every major hit from the last 30 years fits into the tune.
Yep.
But that's true. Like most songs are 3 or 4 chords. That's it. And it's not. And a lot of songs are repeated, and the tunes are actually just repeated. That it's, it's almost like nothing is original anymore. So that's strange. I beg to differ, Advent. Yes, Darius Rucker is still Hootie.
He is, to me. In my heart, he is.
I know. Even though and I like his country music too. You guys
I
hear
do.
Wagon Wheel? It's a cute little song.
I do. I love that song. Yes. And I'm not a country fan. There's some country I like, and that is one country song. And I like his country music as it is too. So
yeah. He's got a great voice. That's somebody who does not need auto-tune. Darius.
No.
See, I'm always like,
No.
I'm not a big fan of country, and then like a Miranda Lambert song comes on that's singing about burning somebody's house down, and I'm like, top of the lungs, like, yes, we are burning this house down.
I'm like, do I love country? And then I hear like Earl, and I'm like, I love country, love it.
Or I dug my key into the side of his pretty little 4-wheel drive.
Yes. Good old Carrie.
I love
Underwood.
that song. And that's something I would do.
I've been listening to Not Ready to Make Nice all week. Preston's like, why are you listening to this song so much? I'm like, I don't know. I just like it right now a lot.
Yep.
It fits. It is what it is.
My mom's a huge Hootie and the Blowfish fan. And that was a concert I went to as a kid because she was a fan. And I'm now a fan of Hootie, of course, because of her. But yes, she was a huge Hootie and the Blowfish fan. She still is. She still is. I'll give her that.
Is there anyone that like Preston or Jake that they surprise you with when you're like, you're listening to that? Like Chris, we were in the car one day, and Chris had his phone plugged in, and his playlist comes on, and Miley Cyrus comes on, and I was like, Christopher, are you serious? Miley Cyrus, and he's like, we have little girls, and I was like, no, you like Miley. Them in the car. Why are you listening to Wrecking Ball?
Oh my God! Well, that is a good song, there, Chris. I'm with you there. I mean, a lot of country songs that Jake listens to, it's like, you like country of all people. You like these country songs, and I can't think of one right now, but he's a heavy metaler.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to have to say, I can't lie. Wrecking Ball is in my playlist.
Hell yeah, it's in my playlist too.
And when it's me alone in the car, I do sing extremely loud.
Yep. Loud as hell. Yes.
I like some of Miley. Like I love Miley as a person. I don't actually love most of her music.
I agree. I'm not a big fan of her new album.
I love the new album. I love it, but I
love the Wrecking Ball album. I
didn't like the album she released after the Wrecking Ball. What was the one where she's
That's the one I don't like. Yes, that's the one I don't like.
Yeah, like it's got that song where she's like singing about some city in California. I can't remember what it's called right now.
I'll get it after album.
But I did not like it. I can't lie. But then this new album where she sounds totally 80s, and she has like a song that she does with Joan Jett, one she did with Billy Idol. She did a mashup with the Edge of 17. Like that, this new album is awesome.
I'll just put the albums from Miley Cyrus. Let's see. Oh, the Plastic Heart CD is the new one. Yes. So it would have to be, Bangers. That was the Wrecking Ball one. And then we have 2017 was Younger Now. Okay, so there was 2015, which was Miley Cyrus and her Dead Pets. That's apparently an album. And then Younger Now, and then Plastic Hearts is the new one. Miley Cyrus and her Dead Pets, and it's by Smiley Miley. Not RCA, which RCA is the one.
It was that Malibu song, whatever album Malibu was on. That's what it was.
I think that's the Younger Now. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Malibu. Miley. There we go. It was on, so that was on the Younger Now album.
That's the album. Like, I just
2017's.
I just couldn't get on board with it.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that one.
Because I was like, that was the first thing I heard after Wrecking Ball, and I was like, how are you going to follow up Wrecking Ball with this?
Right?
And then she released that first song off her new album, Prisoner, and I was like, this is fucking good.
Okay, I'm reading about the Miley and her Dead Pets album because I'm kind of curious. So it's her electric approach continued as she flirted with her master versions of pop, dance, hip hop.
I loved Jewel, dear Yvette. I think she married like a rodeo star at some point.
Yeah. I'm going to have to check out this Miley album. It's apparently 90 minutes long, so it's not like... Oh, wow. There is 23 songs on this one. And the Twinkle song's on there. I thought it said Twinkie. Twinkle song is on there. Evil's But a Shadow, Tiger Dreams, Lighter, I Got So Scared, I Forgive Ye, I'm So Drunk, Cyrus Skies, Milky, Milky Milk, Bang Me Box, Fee Weeky, it's like freaky, but Fee Weeky, BB Talk, Effin' Effed Up, the Floyd song, aka Sunrise, Karen, Don't Be Sad. Aw, she did a song for Karen. Aw, I'm gonna have to listen to that song. See, Karen's, you got a song by Miley. Don't be sad. I'm definitely gonna check out that album. That's the Miley and Her Pets album. That's very interesting. And it was done by Smiley Miley Records or something like that.
And then, like, she puts out an album that's like that, and you'll see her do, like, an impromptu song in a backyard, and it'll be, like, so freaking good, and you're like, how did you put out that crap album?
I know, right? And my cat. She's rubbing my leg. Aw, it's okay.
Yep. Anytime Macy Gray comes on, I'm like, yep, we're listening to this.
Yep.
And then I pretend that I'm a teenager again.
I mean, music is life, honestly. Music can change everything. The mood you're in, it can make you in a bad mood depending on what the song is and all of that. And music is a wonderful gift, and I'm happy we have music in our life because I don't know what I would do without music, honestly.
No, remember I was telling you guys, like, I didn't have headphones at work that day?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how. And like, as soon as I got home, I ordered one of those little things that you can like plug into your phone to turn it into. I was like, okay, I've got a pair of headphones in my desk now, and I've got that little piece. So this will never happen again.
There you go. Don't, Bella. She wants attention. She's a little attention hog.
And then I know like every oldies song in the world because my dad loved oldies.
When
And
you
so,
mean
like-
oldies, what are you talking about? Like oldies, like 30s, 40s oldies?
Like the 50s and 60s.
Okay. Yep.
Like, so I know all of the songs from the 50s and 60s.
Yep. Boo boo.
It's like I think like the first concert he took me to would have been the Beach Boys.
Ooh, the Beach Boys. My best friend in middle school, her dad was a huge Beach Boys fan, and he had a band with his two other friends called now I don't want to say it wrong. I think it's Alkaline Trio. Yeah, Alkaline Trio. And it had something to do with the Beach Boys. I do know that. But all they sang was Beach Boys covers. So come here. Kitty. If you hear her growling, I'm sorry, guys. She gets
Snoop.
mad.
I wish Uncle Jesse were with them, but no, I have not been that lucky.
Oh, Uncle Jesse. He's awesome. I love Uncle Jesse.
I don't even know if all of them were there when he took me either, Snoop, because I don't know, like, 'cause some of them aren't here anymore, right? Like, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but
I'm not positive. I don't know. I couldn't answer that question with a 100% answer. I like bluegrass and folk. So give me some herbal stuff and a nice big field with a bunch of hippies and listening to some bluegrass and folk, and let me tell you, it's a great time. That's what we call the gathering of the vibes here, and they don't do it anymore, which I'm very disappointed in. But the gathering of the vibes was always a great time with wonderful people. But yes, bluegrass, heck yeah. Heck yeah to the bluegrass. That might be like kind of the only country I really enjoy, if you consider that kind of even country, because it's kind of country in a way.
yeah, I tell you, my grandma loved bluegrass, and I get kind of bored with it because I really want to be able to sing along.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not so good with the instrumental heavy things. I'm like,
Yeah.
nope, I need words.
See, I like the it. That's why you have to be, a little high and relaxed, and just kind of swaying back and forth and enjoying it. And I like the instrumental because I'm into different instruments and how they work and how they play and sound and all of that. I might not be a musician, but I like to listen to that stuff. So when Jake's like playing the guitar, he usually plays the guitar with his headphones on, but I always tell him, like, I don't care. Like, I prefer to hear it. I'd like to hear it. You don't have to put your headphones on. But that's his thing. That's what he does. So, but he plays a lot of metal. So just imagine heavy metal being played in your living room all the time. It's always a rock concert out there, that's for sure.
I guess because I am so incredibly tone deaf that like the lyrics are my favorite part.
I get it. So
I'm the person that has to wait for everyone else to start clapping, and then I'm like, oh, that's what the beat is?
I had a kid give me this as a tip tonight. Oh, the camera's this way. So Jolly Ranchers and some Swedish fish. I got a tip from a kid tonight, and that was a very good tip. I appreciate that.
Those look like the good flavors of Jolly Ranchers too.
Yeah, it's cherry and blue raspberry.
That was like a quick change.
Yeah,
There
sorry.
you go.
It's also Sad Boys. So
Ooh.
But it was funny because it flashed the old one like 2 seconds before it showed you come back on
oh,
screen.
didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it made it look like you literally changed in like 2 seconds.
Magic
Damn.
people. Look, I matched the background.
Yes,
Like,
you do. Very perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know, the tank top was kind of making me crazy because I got mediums and they just like this I guess fits better, but that
Yeah.
tank top did not fit well. So it was like I kept adjusting on screen, like, oh, so
Did it make you
Sorry.
feel like another person?
well, I wasn't messing with my hair all that
I
much.
do that all the time. Like I have to watch myself. I'm like, all right, you laughed about it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But I do it like whenever I get on stream. I'm like, see, I'm like doing it right now.
Yes,
I
yes.
sit and just like touch, and everybody makes fun of her for that because she's super vain, and
Yeah.
she'll like stop what she's doing and go like, and try and fix it and
Yes.
everything forever and ever and ever. And I'm like, what are you fixing? But then I sit here and fidget and do stuff. That's
Yeah.
why I don't actually like to be on camera. I
was gonna
prefer to
say,
not be on camera.
mine's out of nervousness. It's not because I'm like vain. I'm like, yeah, so, and I don't know why I get nervous because I talk to people in real life all the time, like at
know.
work, like I have to.
I know.
And
I do it too, though. And
I
I'm
have
not
to act like
nervous.
a normal person when I do it.
Yep. So I actually told a couple of people at work, like I was on the phone with one of my employees one day and
Xylee!
oh, hi Xylee. And I
Hey.
like ran through the drive-through and said, hey, I have an online order, and then rolled the window back up and drove through. And I was like, yeah, I don't actually order anything in person. I order everything online. You guys know that about me.
Yeah.
But my coworkers, my whole team, they didn't know that about me. And they're like, really? I said, yeah, I don't like people. I don't like to talk to people. I'm very shy in person. I'm not like an outgoing person. And people are like, would have never thought it. Never. Like in a million years, people that work for me, they're like, that is so shocking. And I'm like, yeah.
That's why when everyone's like, I can't wait for this to be over so that we can go back to normal. And I'm like, this has been normal for me. Because, our jobs never closed here. So it was just like every other week to me. So I'm just like, I didn't go anywhere anyways. In fact, if I said yes to plans, I regretted it all week long after I told you yes.
Yes.
I'm like,
that is.
Why did this sound like an okay idea on Monday? That's what I'm thinking every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all the way up to the plans on Saturday.
Yep. Yeah. And my husband is completely opposite. Like he'll invite people over to our house. And I'm like, why did you do that?
I'm that way too.
I didn't want to be around anybody. And then the whole week I'm like, okay, this will be fun. This will be exciting. We have cornhole out in the yard and we're going to whatever. Like we'll barbecue and it'll be super fun, redneck time. And then the whole week I'm like, are they still coming? Can I text everybody and say that the baby is sick? Like, I don't, and then I start freaking out on my family and I'm like, go clean this. And then, no, you didn't do a good enough job. And, trying to make sure that my house is spotless, and it's pretty rough.
Yeah, I like to do stuff, and it depends on my mood. But majority of the time, I want to go out, I want to do stuff, and I miss it. I miss being able to just just go to my friend's house and watch the boys work on the motorcycles and cars. Like, I miss all that.
Do you know what we've started doing as a family when we get together now? We just rent out a community center. It has a playground that comes with it for the kids to play on, and nobody has to worry about cleaning their house up before and after a group of people. So we all just pay, and it's super cheap because we live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So we're all just like, whoever's hosting it rents the community center.
I have one of my friends. She's got there's 6 girls. She's one of 6.
Yeah.
And they're all 6 are married, all 6 have children. Like their family is huge. And then they invite all of us, the extended family members. Of course, this hasn't happened since pre-COVID. You know, we're not super spreaders, but same thing, like Easter, birthday parties, baby showers, everything.
Yeah.
They rent out the same community center and we do the same thing. We just bring all the food there. There's a kitchen there. So, you know, there's a stove. We can like heat things up in the stove, whatever, and have finger foods. And it's like $50.
Wow. That's not bad at all.
That's what it is for us. And there's even like this giant broom to sweep the floor with when we're done so we can get our deposit back.
See, I miss that stuff. Like our family had a restaurant. It was a banquet hall. And I miss being able to just have that place and just have all those big functions and gatherings with the family. And now it's like it has to be at somebody's house. And it stinks being at someone else's house. I mean, I like it when it's up in my cousin's house up north because they have like a heated pool and they have a huge kitchen and it's a beautiful house. But I'm usually hanging out with the kids. I mean, that's adults? No. Kids? Yeah. I'm there playing dress up with the girls and making sure they're having fun. And that's all me. They try to dress me up. It's like, I'm not going to fit into one of your dresses, but we'll try.
That's cute. Yeah. I mean, even my own family, I'm like, do I have to go?
Yeah.
I don't, sorry, I'm late. I didn't want to be here.
Exactly.
You know? I love my family and I love my friends, but I am just such a hermit and my anxiety is so bad about stuff like that because I just think of all of the worst possible things that could happen.
Yeah.
In the moment. And then my brain goes to that and that alone the whole time. And I'm like, I mean, I was in tears that whenever I had to go to that housewarming party for my best friend. And like best friend, love her, just bought a house 10 minutes away from me and she's been an hour away. So I should be super, super excited.
Yeah.
You know, and I was in tears. Like I did not want to go. That's how bad my anxiety is.
Hey,
Kim,
where's that power?
I have started eating before we go to meet family for a function. And my excuses is like, if I'm already full, it won't take us that long to eat and then we can leave. So like I can get in and out of these functions. Yes. And I'm like, I went. Yeah. I will not ride with my mother.
No.
Because your mom probably talks to everybody and wants to stay.
No.
Yep.
No, I will avoid hugs at all costs. I don't care that we're family. I don't like hugs. If I wanted a hug, I would ask for a hug.
That's also true. I barely hug my husband. Like,
and he's the only one that I really hug. Like, I hug my niece whenever like Emma runs up and like grabs your leg. I hug her back.
Yeah, she's a cutie pie. You have to hug her back.
Yeah,
but that's it.
Well, I already told you when I see you, I'm hugging you, and I don't care if you don't hug me back. I'm jumping on you.
You know that meme. You know that meme with the person holding the broom, patting the friend on the back as the consoling them? That's me.
Yep. I'm ready.
I will try to fix your problems with like, what can I buy you to make this better for you? Because I don't do the feeling thing very well.
I'm like patting your back with a back scratcher. Like,
yes.
Oh my God. Speaking of back scratcher.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm like, I can be an emotional support buyer for you.
This is my back scratcher. It's a little hand and it extends.
It's a little baby hand. It's tiny hand.
Love it. And I can also pet the cat from here.
And that might extend enough that I could use that to pat someone on the back.
Definitely. Definitely.
Exactly.
It extends pretty darn far. I will give it that.
Yeah. So I'm very much like my friends tell me that I'm a lot like Zach Galifianakis in What's the movie? Oh my God. What's the movie?
Huh.
The famous one.
Oh,
Like hungover or something.
Yes.
yes.
In The Hangover, that like I'm very much like him. I'm just so super awkward.
I am too. Like,
Yeah. I refuse to be the person driving anyone to and from the family function or the party because I don't want you to rely on me because I'm going to bail on you at the last minute. So
yes.
don't rely on me.
Truffle said, Stacy, are you me? I'm terrible at emotions too. Yes, Truffle, you fit in very well with Stacy and Kim, both of them. I'm the complete opposite, and they're the twins, but we all get along very well. And that's, hey, it works. It works.
Indeed.
Yep.
Group hugs for everyone, said words have power.
Heck yeah.
No,
Not for Stacy and Kim, though.
I was going to say, except for us.
I'll take a group hug any day.
Like, I work for the same company that my mother does. And so when I first started working there, people would come up behind me and go to give me a hug because my hair from the back looks just like hers. And I would just freeze up and turn.
Oh my God.
And they'd be like, oh my God, I thought you were Sandra. That it became such a joke that I hung up a sign at one point that said, I am not Sandra.
Yeah.
Because I did not think it was funny.
Look,
My mom is a hugger. My mom, I tell people that when they're like, someone's sad or something, I'm like, if you need a hug, let me know. I'll call mom over here and she will give you a hug.
that's so funny. I love being pregnant, but one thing that I hate about being pregnant, maybe not the one thing, but there's a couple things, but one of the main things is that people feel the need to walk up like complete strangers and touch you.
Yeah.
And they want to rub your belly, and people that you work with will be like, can I rub your belly? No, you can't. Can I rub yours? That's super awkward.
Yeah.
Do you want me to rub your belly? You're not.
I don't know if I'm going to ever, if I get pregnant, I don't think I would let anyone touch my belly. Sorry.
No. And well, it happened to me, and I was so sick of it that I
would tell people I wasn't pregnant.
I mean, I had a woman walk up to me and she put her hand on the top of my belly, and I was like 9 months pregnant. Like I looked like I had shoved a basketball up underneath my shirt. And,
wow.
So she put her hand on top of my belly, and I was so annoyed because I saw her coming and it was like slow motion, and I knew she was going to do this. And I even tried to like dodge out of the way. You just know when you see a person and you're like, this dumb bitch is going to come touch me. I know it. And
yeah,
so I'm trying to like move and get where she's maybe she gets the hint. She doesn't. She comes up, she puts her hand on my belly, and I don't know, instinctively, I just reached out and put my hand on her belly and stared at her.
Oh my gosh.
That's so great.
And I was like, awkward, isn't it?
So,
and that was that. She was like, sorry, and she walked away.
So, what do you guys think about maybe us wrapping it up so that we can catch T-Spiracy's premiere?
Yes.
And everybody can go over there. T-Spiracy's premiering a true crime video that she's worked pretty hard on.
Yes, I'm down. I just want to read Cooch's little thing. I just got a news alert. Only in Florida, a man is diving for shark teeth and attacked by an alligator. Wow. That's crazy. Only in Florida.
Diving for shark teeth because alligators are not saltwater.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
We're going to have to get more info on that.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up. There's a lot of brackish water in Florida, so there are sharks in like the rivers. It's weird, Florida. That's all I can say. But I don't know. Maybe that's very strange.
We'll have to put that in the Discord in like the news, pop culture area of things, because I'm very interested. Oh, selfie! You just came. We're actually wrapping this up so we can go to Teaspiracies. But definitely check it out later, girl. I missed you. I'm glad to see you here now.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming and sitting with us. I know the rants have kind of just turned into us just having girl
Yeah.
talk, but
Yeah.
oh well, I'm having a
there
good
was
time.
rants in with the girl talk, and we did rant, but sometimes there are things to rant about, and sometimes we're actually having a good day. So why not enjoy it? Why make it miserable and rant? I mean,
Right.
I could rant about the guy that gave me $1 all day, even though it was a $65 bill almost. So, I mean, really, it's not worth it. But thank you, everybody, and we will see you on Friday.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.